As you guys can see, this is just a simple lapel. I believe you can see it clearly. So as you guys can see, I have my chest right here. You can see that. So this is the right side and this is the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm going to show you guys a quick sample of what I'm about to do. So the back side is where we're going to use here. You can see around my neck, this is where the placket is going to be. So first and foremost, I need to get the depth of the lapel itself. So I want it to be at a total of 11 inch. So I'm going to just I'm using a barrel. You can see that it's going to be a total of 11 inch. So here I have a cloth stay. So what I'll be doing here is I'm going to cut out on this cloth stay right here. I'm going to cut out 2 inch. I'm going to cut out 3 inch because I want it to extend a little bit further. 3 inch. I believe you guys can see from here. I'm just going to mark it. I'm going to cut out 3 inch as well. 3 inch. So the height of this one, I want it to extend a little bit, so I'm going to cut out 13. You know what we marked there is 11, so I'm going to cut out 13. I will easily now we join them together. I want you guys to pay attention closely to what I'm doing here. I'm just going to join them together so I can cut it out right now. This is a cloth stay, a cloth gum, whatever they call it. So this is what it looks like. This is the gum part, and his side is the free part. So this is what I'm going to place right here. You can see that. I'm just going to place it right here. You can fold it in order to get make a notch. So I'm going to make a notch here so I can get the accurate center point. I'm going to make a notch here. I'm going to make a notch here as well. You can see that. So after making that notch, I'm going to have an accurate center point. So I'm just going to place my notch at this gaiters. Place my notch here. Make sure my notch is here as well. So I can simply iron it down. See that? Let's make sure it irons well. Let's see what we have. So after you iron this down, I'm going to fold it back again. Get your accurate center point. So you can make your gaiters back there. So now I want the opening of the collar total to be at I want the opening to be a total of half inch. Okay, 1.5, sorry. I believe you can see that on the camera. 1.5. So you're going to fold your measurements backward to get your 1.5 divided by 2. You can see that. Just have a very sharp edge. So this is what my 1.5 divided by 2 look like. And that gets us point. So I'm just going to place it right here. I'm going to just use it to mark it round to this place. You can see that. Let me take the camera. Let me take it back. Okay. I believe you can see that. I just mark my 1.5 divided by 2 right here. 1.5 divided by 2 right here. 1.5. So my length, don't forget I said I will be doing 11 inch for the chest. Depending on what you want to do, if you want it to be more than 11 inch, you can go for more than 11 inch. So here I'm going to mark out this part. See what we have here. So at this point, I'm just going to join it like that. So what we have so far. So what I'm going to do now is very simple. I'm going to, depending on the kind of shape that you want to have at this bottom edge, that's what you're going to cut out. But here I just want it to be squared. So after that, I'm going to just slit it open. You can see, just slit it open. So when I get to somewhere around 1 inch, 1 inch here, you can see. When I get somewhere around that 1 inch, I'm going to make a notch to this place, to this particular edge right here. And at this side as well, you can just cut it out together. Sorry for that. Just going to make the notch together. So you see what we have? So we have so far. This is what we have. So now I'm going to simply bend this backward. Backward, and this side as well. I'm going to bend it backward. So exactly that point. You can see. You can see that. So here as well, so far you have your ending point here. You can easily use your measurement to get your, that's your 1.5 divided by 2. Let's get it right here. Just fold it backward. To the side. So that is it. So when I turn this to the front side, this is what we're going to have. You can see that. We're going to have it very straight. So this way we're going to place in our, lapel. You can see that. So let's cut out the lapel and we're going to the sewing machine to do it. So here with this fabric, I'm just going to cut out 2 inch. Let me just cut it from the side. You can see that. So here I'm going to cut out 4 inch. Double is going to be 8 inch in total. I believe you guys can see this clearly. So here I'm going to measure out 14-inch the lapel. This will be for the lapel. You can see that. So here I'm just going to open this. I'll make this two. You see that? So I'm going to add a fusing to the face. I'm going to add an interfacing. Add an interfacing to the two sides. You can see. It does not glue, sorry for that. So I'm going to do that once again intensely. Okay, this one has glued. So I'm going to cut it out. You can see, so I'll cut this out and I'm going to easily fold them together. So after that, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fold this side together and we are going to weave it round. Just like that. This one as well. Join them together. I believe you can see. So you're going to weave each of the sides. So we are going to weave this side, just this side and the down part, and this one as well. We're going to weave the down part, so we're going to have something like this. After the stitching, we're going to have something like this for our lapel. So let's go to the sewing machine and do the stitching. So here I'm just going to place this inside of this side. I did not weave it actually. I told you guys this is just a sample video so you guys can see the process and you can do it yourself in your own outfit yourself. So here, just make sure this is as close as possible. So I'm using a blue thread actually. This is just a sample video. I'm not. So just make sure your stitches are straight as possible. Okay. So you can see when you stitch it straight to these down parts, before you stitch it to the, can you see, before you stitch this side, you're going to place in your other lapel. Make sure it's as close as possible. Yeah, just like that. you're going to stitch that part straight. You see? You stitch that part straight. Then you're going to from here. Stitch that part straight. See? So this is what we have. It's quite simple. So now we have our lapel, just like that. You can see that. So you can make a design with any, if you have a, so here I'm just going to do a double stitch at the side. At the size of my foot. It's going to be the size of my first foot right here. Let me zoom in closely. It's going to be the size of my first foot here. So I'm just going to run the second stitch at the side. So here. They just took light and they brought it back. Don't worry, I'll be very good like this. And straight. See? Basically, that is it. So if assuming you want to design it, you can use another color for this lapel side. You see what we have so far? Very, let me, okay, I'm zoomed in already. See what we have so far? It's very, so that's what we have so far. You can see such a simple tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. So that's about making a double lapel and in